Hello all, I am Dr. Vasantakumar Nadesan from India. I am a medical doctor and researcher. At present, COVID-19 pandemic is creating a lot of problem all over the world. Currently, there are no drugs available for treatment. Even though few drugs has been suggested like remdesivir, azithromycin, hydroxychloroquine, but present clinical trials has not shown their efficacy. Most importantly, the underlying pathophysiological mechanism behind COVID-19 is not known. So, given this scenario, I tried to understand what is the problem, and more than a month back I had proposed a hypothesis. I'm going to discuss about that in this video. Before the discussion, I would like to caution that this is only for research purpose. This video is only for research purpose. Nobody should take the medication suggested in this video until it is approved by the medical community and the government. So I'll start discussing about my hypothesis. Okay, so this hypothesis I had put it as a preprint article. You can see the front page here. The title of my hypothesis is beta adrenergic blocker treatment for COVID-19. So 2 points I would like to highlight. I had proposed a vicious adrenergic system RAS ACE2 SARS-CoV-2 loop, which I would like to call it as ARAS loop. Hyperactivation of ARAS loop may be the underlying mechanism in COVID-19. I had proposed beta adrenergic blockers as a potential treatment option for treating COVID-19. Beta adrenergic blockers, by its negative regulation of RAS pathway, may decrease ACE2 receptors and CD147 in various cells in the body. These two receptors, ACE2 and CD147, are the receptors used by SARS-CoV-2 virus to enter into the cell. So, beta adrenergic blockers inhibit the SARS-CoV-2 cellular entry. Beta adrenergic blockers may also exert its beneficial effects by inhibiting NLRP3 inflammasome and reduction of pro-inflammatory cytokines like interleukin 6 and interleukin 1 beta. It is well known that beta adrenergic blockers decrease the mortality in ARDS and septic shock. These are recent trends. Old studies also show beta adrenergic blockers improve the conditions like pulmonary embolism, pulmonary edema, and hypoxemia. I'll discuss this later. So, given the benefits of beta adrenergic blockers, I suggest a retrospective clinical trial has to be conducted quickly to validate the hypothesis. So, I had speculated Beta adrenergic blockers has to be used in the COVID-19 condition. I had also speculated beta 2 adrenergic agonists, which are routinely used in nebulizers for respiratory illness, should be avoided in COVID-19. Norepinephrine use also should be avoided in COVID-19. So the highlights about my hypothesis are: adrenergic system by its action on RAS, ACE2, SARS-CoV-2 plays a crucial role in COVID-19. Hyperactivation of the vicious RAS loop may be the mechanism behind COVID-19. Beta-adrenergic blockers should be used in COVID-19, and norepinephrine and beta agonists should not be given in this condition. We'll see the details little bit. Okay, so this is the hypothetical RAS loop I had suggested. You can see that adrenergic system is there. It will activate RAS pathway, that is well known. RAS pathway, one of the arms of RAS pathway is ACE2, that will also get activated, which is the receptor for SARS-CoV-2. So SARS-CoV-2 enters via ACE2 and creates certain clinical complications, that is COVID-19. Most of them are asymptomatic and some may have mild problem, but severely complicated COVID-19 patients exhibit ARDS, pulmonary embolism, septic shock, these kind of complications. The problem with this is any critical illness will increase the catecholamine levels in the body. That means any critical illness will hyperactivate the adrenergic system. So severely affected COVID-19 patients hyperactivate the adrenergic system by the increased level of catecholamines in the body. So this is a loop, and this loop can be augmented or inhibited by the exogenous substances. For example, this is a loop in the severely complicated COVID-19 patients. This loop is hyperactivated. If we give norepinephrine for the patients, COVID-19 patients, that will aggravate. If we give beta agonist nebulizer solutions, that will aggravate. If we give beta adrenergic blocker, that will inhibit this loop and may be beneficial in this condition. So this figure summarizes the beneficial effects of beta adrenergic blockers. It decreases the SARS-CoV-2 viral entry by its action on ACE2 and CD147. Beta adrenergic blockers may also inhibit NLRP3 inflammation and the inflammatory pathway associated with NLRP3. It decreases cytokines like interleukin 6. It decreases mucus hypersecretion. It reduces mortality in ARDS, acute respiratory failure and septic shock condition. It improves oxygenation level in hypoxemia. It improves or reduces the pulmonary edema. Any hyperadrenergic system condition, sympathetic storm condition, will lead to coagulation. So pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis may be there, which is the case in COVID-19 also. So beta adrenergic blockers inhibit the hypercoagulation state also. The evidences for this are given in the article. So given this many benefits, beta adrenergic blockers should be considered for COVID-19 patients. I had given 12 reasons that support beta-adrenergic blockers may be a good candidate for the treatment of COVID-19. So you can see I had given 12 reasons. So I'll give the preprint link so anybody can check whether the points I had discussed are correct. If you have any queries, you can send a mail. So how to evaluate this hypothesis? First one is I speculate sympathetic storm condition exists in COVID-19 patients. How we can prove that? You have to check the plasma catecholamine levels, especially plasma norepinephrine level, angiotensin 2 level, ACE2, ACE, and renin level. So this will tell whether the hypothetical Arras loop I had mentioned is hyperactivated in moderate and severely affected COVID-19 patients. So it will clarify whether sympathetic storm exists and hyperactivation of this Arras loop is there. Second, many people take for their cardiac illness, cardiovascular illness, beta-adrenergic blockers. So among the COVID-19 patients, some of them are routinely on beta-adrenergic blockers. So if we check the morbidity and mortality of this particular subgroup in COVID-19 patients, it will clarify whether it produces beneficial effect or not. Similarly, we can check the beta-adrenergic agonist in the nebulizer solution, whether it increases the morbidity and mortality in COVID-19 patients. Similarly, one can check for norepinephrine and its effects, ARBs and its effects on morbidity and mortality in COVID-19. So a retrospective analysis can be done quickly if we have access to the patient's database. I strongly suggest beta-adrenergic blocker treatment for COVID-19. Beta-adrenergic agonist in the nebulizer solution should not be given. Norepinephrine should not be given in COVID-19 patients. If you like the concept, please send an email regarding your views. I'll once again highlight the point that this is only for research purpose. This discussion is only for research purpose, and nobody should take the drugs discussed in this video on their own. Thank you.